Uh, Wait, is the Muslim guy running the Daniel
Yeah, I
12?
make
Yes.
please on the rabbis. Have you heard of this
What's
guy?
his
Have you heard of Levi
what,
Lubavitch?
what's his line of argumentation?
Lorenzo, you can speak with me. I don't know why you're speaking with Israel.
Yeah, I'm asking you, what's your line of argumentation?
Yeah, that Daniel, the kingdom
My
comes
line of
after.
interpretation.
Habibi, let me speak with him. The kingdom comes after the division and defeats the Roman Empire, according to Daniel.
Okay, can you show within the scripture that's referring to political power and not spiritual kingdom?
Yeah, so, wait, hold on. The issue you have with spiritual is that the timeline of the arrival or the establishment of the kingdom still doesn't work with the church or Christ or whatever may be the case, or the end of times.
I don't think you understood my question.
You're asking me how to prove how it is a spiritual conquering, correct?
No.
You just asked that.
I did not ask you that. Listen very carefully. I'm asking you, can you
The Roman
prove
Empire is still here.
Wait 1 second. Can you prove within scripture that the kingdom that is being referred to in Daniel chapter 2 is referring to a political kingdom and not a spiritual one?
Yeah, I don't negate it being spiritual, by the way.
Okay, so if you do not negate it being spiritual, we can just make the simple argument that's speaking about the kingdom of God in a spiritual sense and not political.
And who would that be in your perspective?
The kingdom that's being spoken of in Matthew chapter 4 verse 17, when Jesus says, repent for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
So is that in the end times?
So if you just conceded, 1 second.
I didn't concede, dude.
Let me finish. You just said to me that you're granting me the fact that that's referring to a spiritual kingdom. So I'm not sure if you're being slow right now. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Thank you. If you do grant that's referring to spiritual kingdom, Philip, and I don't know the other guy's name, they can just simply say that, okay, it's not speaking about Islam, right?
Nice.
We're speaking about the spiritual kingdom.
Yeah, nice. Can I speak now? Yeah. So Lorenzo thinks that the kingdom being spiritual and the kingdom being political are going to be mutually exclusive. Why do we have to grant that? Islam can have both a spiritual aspect and a political aspect. They can both be true simultaneously, meaning that it doesn't negate it being Islam, Lorenzo. Now, specifically for the king, let me finish. For the kingdom, there's a specific timeline when it must arrive, and that is after the division of the Roman Empire and before its destruction. Which spiritual kingdom, whatever that means, came after the division of Rome and ended the Roman Empire, historically speaking?
Wait, did you just ask me what spiritual kingdom ended in what?
No, came after the division of Rome and defeated the Roman Empire.
Wait, okay. It seems to me that you're not really following what I've been saying.
Are you serious right now?
So, why would you ask me what spiritual kingdom did such and such if it's spiritual in the first place? If you're granting the fact that's not referring to any political kingdom. So even though, 1 second, let me finish.
Go ahead.
So, number one, the kingdom that's described within Daniel chapter 2 is not a kingdom of violence or conquest, but it's referring to a kingdom of universal peace, which is in conjunction with Jesus's teachings, because we can both agree that the way Islam was spread was by the sword, correct?
That's irrelevant. Do you know why it's irrelevant, Lorenzo? Because wait, because 1 second. Daniel says the kingdom will be established. Can I just get your understanding of what it means for the kingdom to be established according to Daniel? What does that mean?
I'm not just going to simply answer your question. Can you answer mine?
No, because it's important, Lorenzo. Why? Because Daniel says that at a specific point in time, this kingdom will be established. So what's your position on what it means to be established, Lorenzo?
That's just tangential to the point I was trying to make.
No, it's not.
Hold on. Islam's spread, we can both agree, and I'm going to say it again, involved political and military conquest, which was done. Well, let me finish. Which was done by the sword, right?
Correct. Yes, Lorenzo.
Thank you. Okay. But the kingdom which has been spoken of in Daniel chapter 2 is the converse. Can you show me within Daniel chapter 2 where he speaks of this kingdom being established by this?
Lorenzo, I don't think you're tracking.
Let me finish.
You just asked me a question.
No, I did not conclude
You
my
just
question.
did. Is this guy good?
You just interjected. Just let me finish.
Stop with this kind of rhetoric, Lawrence. Just let me answer the question. We can have a conversation. We can have a dialogue.
I don't do rhetoric. Just let me finish.
Okay, yalla, go.
Thank you. So can you show me within Daniel chapter 2 where this kingdom is a kingdom that would spread by the sword or through the sword?
Yeah,
Please.
I can simply give the case that the language used by Daniel for the kingdoms to defeat the other kingdoms, for example, for Medo-Persians to defeat Babylon and for Macedonia to defeat Medo-Persians, is the same language used by Daniel to refer to the fifth kingdom destroying the Roman Empire, right? So there's no reason to assume. Just let me finish, dude. There's no reason to assume that latter there's going to be non-physical, right? Also, are you considering on the point that it being spiritual doesn't negate it being physical? Or
what are you even saying at this point? Look, it's very simple. What you just
no. What do you mean? No, what I'm saying? Answer the question.
Just let me finish.
Can you answer the question?
No, let me finish. As
So
I
I'm
was
gonna
saying,
answer the question. Okay.
anything that you just said just now was irrelevant to the question that I asked you. I asked you to show me within Daniel where this kingdom that's been spoken of is a kingdom that was spread by the sword. You spoke about the fifth kingdom going to war with another kingdom, right? But then
and what was my point? Repeat it.
Just let me finish. If you read Daniel chapter 2, right, it speaks about a stone that's cut. I don't have the verse in front of me.
Yes, stone does not come by human hands, meaning that it's divinely appointed, correct?
Just let me finish, yeah. A stone that's cut out with our hands, right, which is the thing that destroys the statue.
Correct.
Yeah, so the hermeneutics behind that, the way we would interpret it is that the kingdom of God would be inaugurated by Christ himself. But again, what you responded with...
Lorenzo, you're being slow in your speech. Just answer. Tell me what was my point. Can you still make my point?
Just let me finish.
No, still make the point, please. You're being slow on purpose.
I'm not being slow on purpose.
Okay, what was the point I made? Tell me the point I made. Can
I finish?
Can you tell me the point I made? Because I feel like I'm repeating myself.
No, I want to finish.
What do you mean no? I made the point and you said that, it's not tangential. What was the point?
I literally just repeated it for you.
No, you didn't. What did I say? Tell me what I said.
You mentioned the fifth kingdom destroying another kingdom. Did you not say that?
No, that wasn't the point being made. Why did I bring that up?
So you didn't mention the fifth kingdom.
That was part of it to make a point. Okay. What was the point itself?
Good.
No, not good. No. Why did I bring that up?
Yeah, the point that you was trying to make was to respond to my question, which was...
Okay, and why the hell did I make that point?
Are you going to let someone finish, or do you want to keep interrupting? Which
one? No, because you're not tracking, Lorenzo, and I feel like I'm repeating myself. Go, finish.
I don't think you're tracking, because you're responding to things which are not being asked. So as I was saying...
You don't even know what I said. You don't even know what I said, Lorenzo.
You just asked me a question and I responded.
Okay, and what was the point that I made to respond to you?
Yes, the point that you was trying to make was in regards to you answering the question, which was proving within Daniel chapter 2.
And what was the point that I made?
Okay, so it's not going to let me finish.
This guy's not tracking. Hurry up, finish, Lorenzo. Hurry up, finish.
Can you calm down?
Just finish up, bro.
Can you calm down? Thank you. Just be calm. As I was saying, the point that you was trying to make was responding to my question, which was you showing in Daniel chapter 2 how the kingdom that's been spoken of was spread by the sword, right? Because I was making an argument to tell you that a kingdom which has been spoken of in Daniel 2 is a kingdom of inner peace and transformation,
okay,
which would have been brought by Christ himself. But then we both agreed, we both agreed how Islam was spread the opposite way, was spread by the sword, right?
Nice.
Okay,
done?
Thank you. Now, yeah, I'm done.
Nice. So, I'm going to repeat the point that I made one more time, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
When Daniel refers to the destruction of for example, Macedonia to the Medo-Persians, would that be a spiritual destruction or physical destruction?
Physical.
Okay. Now, that same language used by Daniel to refer to that kingdom defeating the Medo-Persians is the same language used by Daniel to refer to the fifth kingdom defeating the fourth. Now, that's the first point. So I would assume there's going to be the same type of destruction. That's the first thing. Second of all, you made the point of the rock not being cut by human hands. So this is going to be simple to respond to. Why? Because this is going to be in relation to the other four kingdoms being pagan polytheistic. Why? Because they wouldn't be divinely appointed. So the rock in the fifth kingdom being cut not by human hands, aka being divinely appointed, doesn't negate it also being physical. So that's also the second point. Third, in the sense of the kingdom being spiritual, Daniel gives a specific timeline when this kingdom is supposed to be established, whether you think it's spiritual, physical, whatever may be the case. And this only comes after the Roman division. And
It's during, it's not after.
wait, during is after the Roman. What do you mean?
No, it's not after, it's during.
Wait.
After the beginning of it. So let's be clear about that.
Exactly, and that doesn't contradict what I said. So when the Roman Empire is divided and defeats the Roman Empire. Now, which spiritual kingdom came when the Roman Empire is divided and defeated the Roman Empire?
Yeah, that's
Spiritually, whatever that means.
Yeah, so you're using Matthew, right? But in Matthew,
No, I'm not using
it
Matthew.
says
What are
the
you talking
kingdom
about?
of God is at hand. So why are you using
I'm not
Matthew?
using Matthew.
You are using Matthew. Didn't
I'm
you say
literally
that?
not. You're gonna ask me for my source.
Didn't you say, so what's your source, Daniel?
Yes.
Oh, so you're not using Matthew.
No.
So what do you do with the non-Islamic teachings in Daniel?
Again, that's irrelevant. Can Lorenzo
It's
answer
very
the question?
relevant. You're using
Yeah,
Daniel as a source, so you
No,
can't take a
wait.
sentence out
I
of it.
asked Lorenzo.
What do you do with the
questions,
non-Islamic teachings in Daniel?
Wait, how is that relevant?
Yeah, can you answer my question, Lorenzo?
No. How is that
That's my response.
Wait.
to your question.
You're not gonna answer my question?
Yeah, I said it's the spiritual kingdom.
Batman,
it's one of
wait a
Jesus.
second.
Right,
No.
so I answered
Lorenzo
Jesus.
wanted to come up and discuss.
Hold on, Muslim. Why are you running?
No one's running, dude. I just want to know where we stand.
Answer the question. What? Because Daniel, the sentence that you're taking out never existed alone, right? So what do you do with the non-Islamic teachings in Daniel?
Wait, what do you mean non-Islamic teachings in Daniel? What does that mean?
There's countless non-Islamic teachings in Daniel. So what do you do with it?
Nice assertions. Now, Lorenzo, you gonna answer the question?
So you're running. Cool.
No one's running.
You did.
Wait, Batman, let me make something very clear, right?
1 second.
Lorenzo made Lorenzo. Lorenzo made a few rebuttals and made a few objections. I had no issue in answering them. Now, I should expect.
I'll let him speak, and then you and I can speak.
I think I'm just allowing. No. I think Batman raised a good point. To be fair, this was never restricted to a one-on-one, but I think
I know.
Wait, just let me finish.
Wait.
No, Muslim, just let me finish, please. Just calm down.
Bro, why acting? Why saying calm down as if
because no one interrupted you whilst you were talking, right? Can we agree? I was quiet.
Yeah, but I can clearly see that this is clearly like one-sided because I'm answering only questions. I would expect you to do the same.
Look, just calm down. There's no one side. Just let me talk.
Bro, this guy. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Batman, speak. Okay, Lorenzo, go on mute.
No problem. So
Batman, speak. No, Lorenzo, go on mute. Stop.
Lorenzo, do you want to go?
Stop talking, dude. Batman, go. Yeah, speak.
Wait, this guy.
Wait, Muslim, you're not the.
Yeah, just
no, because he's gonna say, "Oh, let Batman speak." Cool, we get it. Batman, speak. Go ahead.
Look, hold on, just let me say something.
Oh my god!
I don't know why it's being so itchy right now. Just calm down.
You want Batman to speak, right?
Yeah, just let me finish.
Okay, Batman, you can speak. Go ahead, Lorenzo. Go on.
Bro, did you drink an energy drink or something? Just relax.
Bro, you speak slowly, and we know your point already.
Because
I'm just.
Oh my days, bro.
You're just prolonging this. Just let me finish.
You literally are prolonging this.
Just back up from your mic and calm down. As I was saying.
Go on.
Thank you. As I was saying, look, this conversation was never restricted to one-on-one. Batman actually answered, and he asked you a good question. So I think it would just be fair for you to answer Batman. So that's
okay. Now go on mute. Thank you. Go ahead, Batman.
So the question I'm asking. So you're saying I've heard other people use both Matthew and Daniel, but you're saying you're not using Matthew. Fine. So what do you do with the non-Islamic teachings in Daniel?
Yeah, that's an assertion, dude. Can you substantiate that?
Sorry?
That's an assertion.
That's okay. So, for example, the divine Son of Man. What do you do with that?
Yeah. Can you show me how the Son of Man is divine?
So have you read that in chapter 7?
Yes, I've read about the Son of Man.
So how is he not divine? If he has?
Can you prove how he is? That's your claim.
It's not a claim. It's obvious. It's black and
white.
Okay.
What? This guy good?
It's very obvious. He has dominion over.
Let me just grant your assertions. Like I'm.
It's not an assertion. Everybody who's ever read it, because it's black and white. It's quite obvious.
Nice. So can you tell us why he's divine? I'm still waiting.
Because, like I said, he has dominion over an eternal kingdom.
Yeah, and wait. Yes, Muhammad is given dominion. What's the issue?
Over an eternal kingdom.
Yes.
So is he your God?
That doesn't follow. What was the argument? What was the argument that because Muhammad?
So is Muhammad your God?
Can I finish?
The word served, by the way,
is only
used for divine worship.
Lorenzo, are you gonna?
He's gonna be served by this kingdom Muslim.
You have to muzzle him myself.
Wait, Muslim. He's going to be served by this kingdom.
Yeah, the
In the
word
sense
used,
of divine
the
worship.
word used. Let me finish. The word
And the
uses
word
palak.
uses only for
Can you let
worship.
me finish?
Yeah,
Yo,
go
you
ahead.
gotta, Batman, you gotta stay quiet.
Go ahead.
The word uses palak, which is used for other than Yahweh, in Ezra 7:24. So now where do we go from here? And yes, we have no issue.
I can't take your word for that. You need to prove that.
Okay, Habibi, Ezra 7:24. What the hell?
And what does it say?
It mentions a servitude, the same word being used, given to other than Yahweh, which means
Who's it
that
being
it's not
given to?
to the I believe it's the church or the
What?
Wait, what verse is that?
or the place.
Hold on, let's actually go and research this.
What verse is that?
I don't believe in
Ezra
context.
7:24.
Ezra what?
7:24. Or to the priest, yeah.
Temple. It talks about temple servants. Where did you get the word? It's not using the same word.
If I pull it up,
Yeah, pull it up.
I got you.
Yeah, what specific word are you referring to as well?
Palak.
Yeah, what? Okay, well, what does it translate to in English? I'm trying to find it.
But let's not go stray too far from what we're actually talking about anyway. I'm saying Daniel has countless non-Islamic teachings. So for example, chapter 3 talks about a son of God. Allah doesn't have sons. What do you do with that? There's intercessory prayer. There's atonement. There's all sorts of non-Islamic teachings in Daniel.
One by one, Habibi.
Why should it be one by one? We've all read Daniel and we know that it doesn't teach Islam.
Shotgun tactics, so we don't go over our previous
It's not
points.
shotgun
So we're
tactics.
go
Daniel doesn't teach
point
Islam.
by
It's
point.
really
Okay,
obvious.
then let's finish the first one.
So is this a filibustering tactic then?
I don't think he knows much about Phil anyway.
I don't think
Are you
read
good?
Daniel.
Lorenzo, you stay quiet as well, dude. You're literally the one answering questions.
Why are you spurging? Calm down. I don't know if you've had a bad day or something. Just relax, bro. But yeah, S, long time, man. I haven't seen you in a while, bro. Look, S, I saw the Muslim apologize. I couldn't let this chance get away from me, bro. Look, I was even... No, I'm not back. But when I saw this guy, I said, yeah. Because look, now that he's questioning us, I have a question for him. And I hope he's ready to answer.
Screen, please. Host. One second. Where is it? Okay, there we go. That's the same word. Yeah, that's going to be the Strong's number 6399. Palach, servitude being used for other than Yahweh.
Okay, so in the context,
that's the same word being used.
In context, let's read Daniel 7, 13 and 14, right? And to him was given dominion and glory. Don't be scared. Wait. And to him was given dominion and glory and a kingdom that all peoples, nations, and languages should pelach him.
You're not shifting.
His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom is one that shall not be destroyed. So when we read the context, what type of pelach is being given here?
Don't panic.
What type of pelach is being given here?
Wallah, I'm going to press it to concede.
All
Wallahi,
peoples,
we're not
nations,
going
and
anywhere.
languages.
Lorenzo, deal with it. Batman,
His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away.
Concede. No. Guys, I'm not going anywhere, I promise you. Batman, do you concede that Palach can be used for other than Yahweh, yes or no?
Wait, hold on.
No.
Answer the question.
You may have to put it.
Okay, so tell us, when Palach is being used in Ezra 7:24...
Wait, is it glitching or is it just me? I think you're glitching, bro.
You guys are so bad, bro. Answer the question.
Look, put it... I wasn't even looking, I'm sorry. Put it back on the screen, bro. I wasn't even looking.
I got you, Habibi.
Thank you.
There you go.
Well, I mean, can we... Oh, yeah, you done the same mistake. Okay. So what you're showing me is essentially... can you go to the actual Strong's definition?
I
I
got
was
you.
seen
1 second.
in Ezra 7:24. Thank you.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying, so the way it works is when you click on a specific word, you can go on the Strong's definition and you can see how that word is used within the specific context of the
Exactly.
verse. But what you just showed us is the word palak being used in different chapters, books, and verses of the Bible, which is not really
So
saying much.
where would I go to get the specific thing you're asking for? What do I press on the...
So you want me to help you find, bro? Are you
No,
serious?
Habibi. The thing is, I literally showed you that. Wait. Do you disagree that the same word is being used in Daniel 7?
Look, you showing us the word is fine, but we're actually trying to see what the word in of itself means within that
Okay,
specific
wait.
context.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't understand why you'd want me to help you. I don't mind, but I don't want to do your job for you.
A guy in the
I
chat says
literally just
we're running
asked you
from
where do I
Daniel 2.
press? Where do I
Daniel 2
press on
never
the
existed
website?
alone.
No.
Yeah,
Because this guy
This
thinks
is
he's
the,
doing
this is the
something.
problem with Muslims.
Wait. Stop.
Yeah,
No.
so
Stop.
I can help
You
you.
think you're doing something? All I
Point.
literally asked you was where
So
do I
who's the son of
press?
man?
Why you getting
Muslim
so
apologetic.
emotional?
Yeah,
Look,
who's the son of man, by the way?
look,
The
let
Son of Man
me.
is going to be either referring to the saints of the Most High or Muhammad.
That's
What?
not true. It's not referring
You
to
think
that.
the son of man's Muhammad? This is a new one.
Bro, what? Look, if you read Daniel chapter 7, the Son of Man is clearly referring to a singular subject, which has nothing to do with the saints. So the saints is already going to be out of the picture, and it's not referring to
Exactly.
Muhammad. So those two options are already out of the window. So clearly,
well, I'm not gonna jump in. I'm just showing you the way it's used because he's struggling to get it up.
yeah,
I
you
know.
may as well.
Did someone get it up?
Yeah, I can get it up.
Yeah, W.
So this is the word you're talking about, correct?
Yeah, to serve, labor, or to worship.
Okay,
Alright.
perfect.
Nice. So do you can see that it's not exclusive to Yahweh, Lorenzo?
No, there's no need for a concession because we believe.
No. I'll tell you
Let
why.
me finish.
I'll tell you why.
Hold on, just let me
The first time
finish.
it's used, pay reverence to a deity. Daniel 3:28. Daniel 7:14. Daniel 7:27. So
Cooked.
active. Daniel 6.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cooked.
Oh, you're cooked. Look,
Nice. So now,
Wally,
finish up.
Wally, keep it there. Look. The Muslim. Okay, perfect. So now, within our paradigm, we believe there's different gradations of worship. So we have the highest form of worship, which is going to be, I forgot, is it Latria? Yeah, Latria is going to be the highest form of worship, which is going to be given to God only. Then we have hyperdulia, which is what the Catholics would give to Mary. And then we have dulia, which is what's given to common men, like parents or people in higher authority. So now, as you can see, Woody showed us that the Hebrew word palak, the way it's used for divine worship only, is giving us the verses in which it is used in that sense only, which is Daniel 7:14.
So would you now concede that the son of man is divine?
Look, hold on. Let me, Muslim, calm down. Let me finish. So now, as Batman just said, Batman, actually, you say it. I want you to say it.
Yeah, so would you now concede that the son of man is divine?
Nice.
So the word that you brought up.
No. Let me finish now. You asked me a question. No, you absolute buffoons. Why? Because the same word palach used in Daniel 7 is the same one being used in Ezra 7:24.
No, it's not in the same context.
Let me finish.
What we've established is that the word has a
Stop
semantic
talking. No, stop
range.
interrupting.
It
Batman,
obviously has a semantic range.
Stop interrupting.
And it's showing you that
Stop interrupting.
in the context it's used in Daniel, it's only used for God, which we said in the beginning.
Can you mute this guy?
Can you concede that
Can you
the son
shut
of man
him
is
up before I
divine?
muzzle him?
Why are you manifesting?
Shut up, dude.
Why
I
are you
haven't finished.
manifesting?
Because I haven't finished.
Why are you manifesting?
Can you
This
stop
guy's getting
talking?
cooked so bad.
Can you stop talking? Thank you. The same word being used in Daniel 7:13-14. I don't know why he's disagreeing. It literally is the same word. Is the same word being used in Ezra 7:24 to refer to other than Yahweh, which means that the term is equivocal. It's equivocated.
That's just not
Stop
true.
talking. Stop talking, Lorenzo.
Stop talking,
Stop talking. Both of you, shut up. Which means that
Yeah,
it
he's
can be
repeating the
used.
same thing. He's just been cooked.
You gotta stay quiet. You have to stay quiet, dude. It can be used for Yahweh. However, it is not exclusive to Yahweh. That's the whole point.
So who was it given to in Ezra?
Wait, Batman, hold on. Let me even just.
I believe it's to the priest.
No, it wasn't given to a
Wait,
priest.
Batman.
It literally says priest
No, it
right
wasn't.
Wait,
It's
Batman.
talking
It
about
literally says
servant in
priest.
the church.
Wait, Batman. One sec. Let me respond to this because he completely ignored and did not want to engage with the different gradations of worship that I gave him.
Exactly.
The
That
Muslim,
was not to do anything.
the Muslim, let me finish. Number one, one singular word in both the Hebrew and the Greek can encapsulate more than one meaning. That means that you may see instances or specific occurrence of the same one word, but used in different senses.
Wait, Daniel 7 is written in Hebrew?
Let me calm down. Just let me finish.
Wait, Daniel 7 is in Hebrew?
Just calm down. Let me finish.
Wait, just confirm that's what you said.
You want people
That's
to
a red herring. That's a red herring. Relax.
There's not a red herring. He said it's
It's a
Hebrew.
red herring.
Is this
You've
guy
made
not
this,
going to
this whole conversation is a massive red herring.
Daniel 7 is Hebrew. That's
I was
fine.
asking you because what you're going to get back to. Why are you teaching?
Nice, nice.
Why are you taking Daniel when it teaches non-Islamic teachings? And we will get back to
Daniel
that.
7 is in Hebrew, guys.
Lorenzo.
According to Lorenzo, Daniel 7 is Hebrew. Nice.
He's realizing that he's backed into a corner. Hold on,
Exactly.
let me finish.
Not really, no.
Muslim, let me finish my point. So, one Hebrew word can mean more than one thing. So, you trying to make the argument that the same word that's used in Ezra chapter 7, verse 24 must mean that it has the same. Let me finish. Calm down. Stop spurging. As I was saying, just because we see the instance of the same word, the Hebrew word palak, being used in Ezra 7:24 and Daniel chapter 7 verse 14, it does not mean that they mean the same thing in that exact context. So as you can see, Wally literally has it on screen. It means
very clearly
to deity, and the word that's used in the specific verses and books is Daniel chapter 7 verse 14, Daniel 3:26, and etc. Ezra 7:24 is not there.
Nice.
So
and from the context, it's obvious that it's not worship.
Nice. So now let me address the absolute straw man that you attacked. First of all, everyone pay attention. I never once made the objection that it must mean servitude to other than Yahweh. He lied. I said that the word can be used for Yahweh and can be used for other than Yahweh. It's not restricted to Yahweh. Simple. Which
that's
means,
false.
Stop talking. Stop
The
talking.
word having a semantic range is not the same as
Can you stop talking? Can you stop talking?
Nobody else was served in that way.
Can you stop
except
talking?
the Son of Man.
Can you stop talking? Thank you.
No, just deal with what we're saying.
Just shut up. Just shut up.
What we're saying.
Shut up. Stay quiet.
These ad hominems just prove you're
Yo,
losing.
just muzzle up, dude. Muzzle up.
These ad hominems prove you're losing, bro.
Can you muzzle up? Can you muzzle up? Thank you. Which means I'm not making a point that is restricted to a single definition. I'm saying that it's equivocal and it's not restricted to it being used for Yahweh. So when we quote then Daniel 7,
yes, it is in that context. It is.
Yo, just shut up, dude.
But you're just lying, though.
Just
why
muzzle
would
up.
we let you lie?
Just muzzle up.
You want us to let you lie?
Can you muzzle up for a second?
Wait, muzzle.
Wait. I let
can you
Lorenzo
prove
speak
in the
uninterrupted.
context is
Wait,
used
one
for
second.
Daniel 7 is used for anyone else?
Wait. I'm gonna try like stillman both your arguments.
No. Just let me finish. I don't need
because we're going in circles, so let him stillman it.
No, you have to let me finish the point. You have to let me finish. Thank you. Which me, just shut up, dude.
All the guys in the chat know he's getting.
Just stay quiet. Why are you so insufferable?
No, you are. You're trying so hard.
I let Lorenzo speak.
Already dealt with what you're saying.
I let Lorenzo speak.
So can you prove very clearly?
Just shut up.
It's used in Daniel 7 is used for anyone other than Yahweh. Hurry up.
Shut up. Yeah, so the same word being used in Daniel 7.
No, not the word, the context. Wally already shown you.
Dude.
Wally has already dealt with that.
Yo.
He's already dealt with that. He's already dealt with this argument.
Can you muzzle up?
Why are you trying so hard to run the same argument? You've already been cooked.
No one's running, dude. I let Lorenzo speak. Just let me finish speaking as well.
You've already been cooked.
Otherwise, we can do it timed. I have no issue.
So do you want to time it? Or I'll take it as a concession.
No. Wait, what?
Yeah, if you don't do with our responses, I'll just take it as a concession. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you have to let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So, since Lorenzo attacked the straw man, I'm going to need him to concede on the point that I never once said that the definition used in Ezra 7:24 is univocal or that it's something different from Daniel 7:13 to 14. That's the first thing. Second of all, the same word is being used, which means that it is not restricted to Yahweh. That's the whole point. So my position is that palak isn't restricted for Yahweh himself, which means it can be used for other than Yahweh, which means you can't use it to prove that the Son of Man is divine.
Okay, we answered that. So can you do with how we answered that?
Well, you didn't answer
that.
No. So you didn't.
We literally showed you. Okay, so do you want me to answer it again? So we literally
Yeah,
showed you.
tell
Are
me
you going to be
why.
quiet?
Yeah, tell
Are
me
you going
why
to be
Daniel
quiet?
7 must be
Are you
divine.
going to be quiet? So we literally showed you that the word has a semantic range, and in the context, because you went to lexicons,
Nice.
in the context that it was used in Daniel 7, it specifically means
Why?
worship. So can you deal with that?
Why?
Can you
Why? No,
prove
why?
that
Why
the
must it mean
context
worship?
it was using, which is very obvious from
No,
the
why?
text?
Why must it mean worship?
So from
Substantiate that.
what did you say?
Yeah, why must it be worship for Yahweh?
Because of the context.
What's the context?
We've read Daniel 7 to you like 3 times.
No, we didn't.
We've read it to you like 3 times.
Okay,
What
tell
we
me.
brought up
Yeah,
just
now
showed
is
you.
your chance.
Just
Now
showed
is your
you.
chance to answer.
So you're not going to use
What
your eyes
context?
now.
Yeah, what context in Daniel 7, 13 to 14 tells you that palak must be divine?
What? Use your head. What do you think?
Why am I making your points for you?
No, what do you think? What do you think? When
This
somebody's
guy's
being given,
slow. This guy's
hold
slow.
on.
Yeah, my position.
Okay, I'll tell you. Hold on. Somebody's going to God and being given dominion over an everlasting kingdom that shall never, ever, ever pass. What do you think that is? All peoples, all nations shall worship him. It's obvious what the context is.
Yeah, again,
And in Ezra,
yeah.
it's
So
talking about servants in a church. It's obviously not the same.
nice.
This is black and white. This is kindergarten.
Nice. So guys, the way to substantiate. Wait.
So, and
Stop talking. Stop
what
talking.
Wally
Stop
just brought
talking.
up
Stop
just showed
talking.
you
Stop
at the
talking now.
context. So you need to pull up something else. The context
Nice.
used
No,
in Daniel 7
we're not going
is
anywhere. I
used for
promise
serving
you,
and
we're not
worship.
going
So
anywhere.
can you show us that? Because you're the one who pulled up. You're the one
Now,
who
stay
pulled up
quiet. Stay quiet.
the
Stay
Hebrew.
quiet.
You're the one who pulled up the Hebrew.
Shut up for a second.
And by the way, my initial point.
Why is guy?
I'm not finished. So my initial point was that Daniel has non-Islamic teachings.
Shut up.
Okay, so you're not going to get to run away. That's why you're telling me to shut up.
No, I
because
want to answer
this
you.
destroys your
Why
argument.
guys so insufferable?
Destroys this nonsense argument that there's a fourth kingdom that belongs to Muhammad.
It's not the
Or
fourth,
a
it's the
fifth
fifth. You
kingdom or
absolutely
whatever.
buffoon. It's the
But that's
fifth,
just
not the
nonsense.
fourth.
So I'm not going to let you.
You don't even know what you're talking
So
about.
please deal with what we said. I want you to
Nice.
show me in the context it was used in Daniel 7. It was
Okay.
used in that same context elsewhere. Show me.
Okay, nice. Thank you. So guys,
Not the word. We've shown you that the word
shut
has
up.
a semantic range.
This guy has to muzzle up.
We've
You have
shown
to
you it
stay
has a
quiet.
semantic range. We've shown
Thank you. The word, guys, he said he's gonna substantiate how the usage of
We've
the
just
term.
shown. We don't need to
Shut up.
substantiate anything.
Shut
We just
up,
showed you
dude.
the Hebrew.
Yo,
Let me know
when
when
this
you
guy
don't need to
shuts up.
substantiate anything. We've just shown you you saw it with your eyes. So why are you lying?
Are you done?
You saw it with your eyes. Why are you lying?
Let me know when I can speak. You're actually so insufferable.
Go ahead.
You're so insufferable. Thank you so much.
Of course I am, because we're cooking your argument.
No, you're not cooking nothing.
You destroyed it, man.
Shut up. Daniel, I asked him to substantiate that the usage of Daniel 7 of the word palak must be divine. And the way that he answered it is that he said, oh, it's obvious. In the context, the Son of Man is given dominion over an eternal kingdom and is worshipped. Hold on. When you refer... Shut up. Stay quiet.
You were shown
Stay quiet.
That word.
Stay quiet, dude.
To be
no, honestly, no. Time it. No, host, time it. I'm done. This guy's speaking over me. Time it. I'm done.
Yeah, how long do you want him time for?
2 minutes.
As a concession.
I'll just do
You
that.
can't say.
Shush.
But carry on with it.
3.
No, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Just let him speak. I'll let him speak.
All right, nice. So, I asked, and I'm gonna repeat myself because he interrupted me. I asked Batman to prove to us how the usage of the term palak in Daniel 7:13 to 14 must be in the sense of it being worship, aka divine worship only to Yahweh. And the way that he substantiated, he literally says, oh, because the kingdom is he's given dominion over an eternal kingdom and is worshipped. But when he's referring to the Son of Man being worshipped, that's the exact same thing in question. So you're literally begging the question by telling me that stop talking.
That's a straw man.
You're actually annoying. Thank you. Which means that when he says that the Son of Man is worshipped, therefore palak is divine, he's literally begging the question. So I don't know what you're doing. Second of all, the Son of Man being given dominion and over an eternal kingdom doesn't necessitate it being divine, right? We have no issue saying that Muhammad, peace and blessings upon him, is given dominion, and we would apply analogical predication to what it means to be given a dominion. There's no issue with that, right? So now, since I answered you, tell us which kingdom,
earthly kingdom
came
eternal.
after the division of Rome. Say again?
There's the Islamic kingdom on earth eternal.
Yes.
Is the Islamic kingdom on earth eternal?
Yes.
On earth?
Yeah, but the word used is olam, the same word being used in Jonah 2:6, when Jonah refers to being in the belly of the whale forever. yet it wasn't actually forever. So it's hyperbolic. Nice. No one's making a straw man. I'm
You're making
attacking
another
your
straw
position.
man.
You're referring to the word olam being used in Daniel. Okay, I got you. I'll break it down. I'll break
You're
it
attacking it by
down to you.
making
I'll
a
break
straw
it down
man.
to you. I'll
You're
break it
running
down.
to a different verse. Look
Dan,
at the verse.
stop
It's an
talking.
eternal
Stop talking.
kingdom. And it doesn't just say it's eternal. It also says it shall
Yeah, again,
never
yeah.
pass and never be destroyed.
Nice. No,
So will
no,
the
no.
earth be destroyed
Islam
at the
is
end of
both a
time?
spiritual kingdom and a divine kingdom, and it will last forever. There's no issue with that.
Yeah, so just to answer your earlier point, when it's in the context of Son of Man, worship there is going to be used in the form of latria, right? Which is
No,
only given to God.
just you stay quiet as well. I'm dealing with Batman and Lorenzo right now.
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
already
just
got
giving you.
you already
I'm
got
giving you
baked
a
on this.
response. I'm giving you a response to your argument, man.
Consider
He's
what?
already
What did I
conceded.
concede?
He's not
His whole
conceded
argument
because
is
he's
that
not dealing with
worship
the
means
responses. So in my opinion, he's conceded.
different things in
He's conceded.
depending upon the context, right? Which is already what the Christian position is.
Nice. So now before we
Yeah,
move on
wait.
to
So we believe
Exactly.
Jesus is God, right? So
He's already
yeah, in the
conceded that.
context
I
of the
never
Son of
wait,
Man, it's going to be
Batman, wait
divine.
one
Now,
second. I never made the point
can
of
you
otherwise.
prove Jesus is not God according to the Bible?
What the fuck has that anything to do with the discussion?
Yeah. So because
That's a different conversation.
your point
When I
is
deal with this
that
wait,
that
one
worship
second.
about
in the
Daniel,
context of the
and
Son of
because
Man is
there's
not divine,
non-Islamic
right?
teachings in Daniel,
Wait,
but he's trying
but
to use
before
Daniel.
we move on before I move on to speak with Just, I have no issue with speaking with anyone about this. Batman, do you concede that the same word being used in Daniel 7:13-14 for worship is the same word being used in Ezra 7:24? Nice. And wait, at what point did I say
that's not my point.
wait,
Position.
That was your
wait,
point.
at what point? Wait. At what point in the
I said the
conversation did
word,
I
so
say
you haven't dealt with
that
you haven't dealt with
palak
what we
is
brought up.
only
So you've
not for Yahweh?
conceded.
When did I say that? Yeah, because you said that.
What does that mean?
He's
What do you mean
conceding that
only not for Yahweh? That
it
doesn't
can
make
be used.
sense.
Shut up. You're saying that. He's conceding that
Only
it can
not
be used
doesn't
for
make
Yahweh.
sense, brother.
When I never said otherwise. I never once negated. Stop talking.
What?
I never once negated
So are
the
you saying
absolute
it can be used
definite.
for Yahweh?
Yeah, shut up. Stop talking.
Hold on, can you answer? Are you saying
This is
it
not
can be
the
used for Yahweh?
gotcha. This is not the gotcha
You're
that you
talking a
think it
lot.
is.
You're talking
Stop
a lot.
talking. Stop talking.
Say yes or no. Can it
Stop
be used for Yahweh?
talking.
Yes or no?
Stop talking.
Yes or no? Can it be used for Yahweh? This guy is so scared. It's unbelievable.
Sorry.
Just
Can you stop
concede.
talking? Can you stop talking?
Yes or no?
I
Can
never
it be used for Yahweh?
roll this clip back. Not
Why are you so
once
scared?
did I ever say that palak is not used for Yahweh. Not once. I'm saying that it's not restricted to being used for Yahweh. And there's no reason to assume that in Daniel 7:13, stop talking. Stop talking.
So okay, so
stop
then you need to
talking.
show
Stop
us.
talking.
You need to
Stop
show us
talking.
why in Daniel 7
Stop
it's not
talking.
worship,
Can you stop
and you
talking?
failed to do that.
Stop
So
talking.
you conceded the
And there's
argument.
no reason to
You conceded.
assume
This guy's
there's
never
no
going to
reason to
concede.
assume that when Daniel uses the
He's just trying to
term
clip
palak,
one.
that it's only exclusive for Yahweh. That's the whole point.
Hear him out. Look, his
Why
whole
not?
point is when it refers
Why
to the
not?
Son of Man, it's not going to be divine. Like, that's your point?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We believe the Son of
Why
Man
not?
is God, though.
That's his point, yeah.
Kick
Why
rocks.
not?
I don't care.
Isn't this the crux
What?
of your? Isn't this the crux of your
He
argument?
hasn't been able to
Yeah,
substantiate
isn't this
why.
the crux of your argument, though?
Why it's not worship.
Yes. Batman asked me.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and
what do
I
you mean?
asked him.
So
That is basically.
this is gonna be in line with the argument, right? Proving whether Jesus is God or not.
No, because I'm not gonna grant you that the Son of Man
Okay,
is
wait. So
Jesus.
can you? Okay, wait. You're not gonna grant us our position?
Are you slow?
He thinks the
Are
Son
you
of
being
Man's
slow on
Muhammad.
purpose?
No. Are you? Because is this an internal critique or what is this? What are you doing?
No, yeah, they're doing a
Wait,
critique
no,
of my
but
position on Daniel.
that's the thing that's being contended. He's not granting it because that's the thing that's being argued, dude.
Oh, I mean, well, we
Anyways,
could prove the Son of Man is God through scriptures.
okay, so where in Daniel 7, because the specific scripture being critiqued is Daniel 2 and Daniel 7. Why do I have to grant the position? Sure, yeah, all of
No,
that,
it's
whatever.
all
Yeah,
of Daniel.
all of Daniel. No
We
issue.
can't pick and choose from Daniel. I'm not
No
going to grant
issue.
you that.
All of Daniel.
Why would I grant you that?
Stop crying.
And all the
Stop crying.
prophets
All of
before,
Daniel. No
because you have
issue.
to accept them historically. You have to accept
No, I
Ezekiel,
don't.
Jeremiah, Isaiah,
Nope.
who all teach
Nope. Kick
non-Islamic
rocks.
things.
Nope.
Yes, you do. But Daniel came after. So
I
you have
don't
to.
care.
Why not?
The position being critiqued.
So
The
hold
position being
on. So you
critiqued
want
is
us to
Daniel.
grant you taking Daniel to talk about this nonsense kingdom? That's Muhammad's. but then we should just ignore all the other. No, why would I let you pick and
Okay,
choose
so where
verses
in
from the
Daniel,
Bible?
where in
Run
Daniel
your
is the Son of
argument.
Man divine?
You need to prove it's not, and you ran to Ezra, which is a
Yeah,
different
okay, not
context.
issue.
You
I'll
can see
tell
there's a
you.
debate.
I'll tell you. Okay,
So therefore, Daniel has non-Islamic teachings, and
I
you
got
can't
you. I
use
got
Daniel
you.
to run your argument that there's a fifth kingdom that's Islam. Cooked.
Wait. Why is Daniel not Islam? Real quick. Why is the kingdom
Daniel
not Islam?
doesn't teach Islam. I gave you several examples. You said one at a time. You haven't been able to show in this example how it doesn't teach Islam.
What? Why would I show it doesn't teach
Yeah,
Islam? Are you slow?
yeah, Daniel doesn't teach Islam.
Okay.
And this is one of the examples.
Now,
And
yeah,
you
I got
failed.
you.
You
Yeah,
failed
Daniel
to prove that the Son of
teaches.
Man
Yeah,
isn't divine.
wait,
So
stop
thank
talking now.
you.
Daniel teaches.
So thank you.
Yo, stop talking. Like literally stop talking. Daniel teaches that the kingdom of God comes when the Roman Empire is divided and defeats the Roman Empire. That
doesn't
can
say
only be
defeat.
Islam.
It doesn't say defeat.
Huh?
It says during the Roman Empire.
Wait, someone read out Daniel 2:44 for this kid. This joke. Someone read it out for him. Because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking
How
about.
can it only be Islam if Daniel doesn't teach Islam? This is what I'm saying.
Okay, and you're assuming
You
that,
can't
and
take
every single
Daniel
point,
chapter 2
every
and
single
Daniel
point you
chapter
brought
7.
refutes you.
You can't say Daniel chapter 2 and Daniel chapter 7. Daniel doesn't teach Islam.
Where?
He teaches atonement. He teaches intercession. Where do you get Islam from?
Wait. Where in Daniel is the Son of Man divine?
In Daniel 7. You've already failed to
It's not.
substantiate.
My guy, the
You
word is
failed
not
so
restricted
badly.
for Yahweh.
You literally failed so badly.
Who?
Yeah, and we showed you that in the context it was used, it means he's divine.
Why?
I thought you would have left.
Yeah,
by
we
now.
showed you in the context
Lorenzo,
it's
you
divine,
haven't
but
answered
you
the
just don't
questions,
want to
by the way.
accept it.
There's
You
no
just don't want to
questions
accept
to
that you
be
got
So
cooked.
Lorenzo came up, didn't answer questions. Batman came
In
up,
the
didn't
peak
answer questions.
2025.
Hold on. Wait, Batman, let me say one thing. You miserably failed to show how
Miserably.
the word palak meant something else that it didn't. So
Lorenzo,
now you're just
is
here.
the word palak equivocal? Yes or no?
For what purpose?
Is it equivocal?
Yeah, wait, so even
In
if it
what
is
context?
equivocal, can you prove
Shut up,
it's not divine in that
shut up.
context?
Lorenzo,
Thank
is the
you.
word
Thank you.
palak
Why tell him
equivocal?
to shut up? No, don't tell him to shut up. You need
Because
to
he's
answer
Yeah, I'll
scared,
tell
bro.
him to shut up.
This
Yes.
dude is
Answer his
scared, bro.
question.
Yes,
He's
because
just
I've
scared.
already
Answer
dealt
his
with this.
question.
Lorenzo, is the term
Also,
palak
just concede or answer the question.
All right, no,
Let me just respond.
Lorenzo, is the term palak equivocal? Yes or no?
Yeah, well, when y'all gotta choose who's gonna talk to him because it can't be a 2v1, 3v1 at the same time. Unless you want to bring another Muslim up.
Wally,
No, I don't need a
Wally,
Muslim.
listen,
I
Wally's not
can
that,
deal with
it's
them.
not
I
that
can muzzle them.
serious.
They're just fine. Lorenzo, is the term palak?
You haven't muzzled
Is the
anything.
term
We've
palak?
already, look, Muslim, we've already agreed, all of us, that the term palak is going to be polysemantic. Yes, it's
Thank
equivocal.
you so much,
Meaning-
Lorenzo.
And then we showed you that the word is context dependent. And
Why?
you couldn't do
Okay,
it.
Batman. Why? Wait, okay, nice.
Yeah,
Why
you
is
think
it
Yeah,
so.
so like,
it must be divine?
he doesn't want to discuss about the actual crux of his argument. That's the crazy part.
Exactly. He ran from it.
But
Let me make this very clear to you. You said that dependent on is going to be context dependent. I don't disagree. So why is it, apart from the use of the word palak, that in Daniel 7 it must be divine? What is so much
you do realize
You need to prove it's not.
He made the argument, unfortunately.
Muslim,
He
you
made
do
a position.
realize that the burden of proof is going to be on you to prove how the word palak, let me finish. In Ezra chapter 7 verse 24, which is the verse you brought, to try and show that veneration is given to priests. Yeah, let him research, it's fine. Like you have to prove how the word palak in Ezra 7:24 is used as a way to worship something divine.
Huh? That's not my
To give
position.
a reference to
Wait,
something.
as something that is not divine, right?
You're lost.
Can you prove that?
Lorenzo's lost. He's not talking about. He's
we all
glitching.
heard it.
Batman, back to you, Batman.
We all
You
heard
said
it.
specifically.
I think I made my point very clear. But if you're not going to
Muzzle
show
up,
it,
Lorenzo. Muzzle up. Now, Batman, you specifically mentioned.
Look, you see how he avoids the argument?
No one's avoiding.
Exactly.
Just shut up. Now, Batman, you said, that the word palak is going to be context dependent, and we can know from Daniel 7 that it must be divine.
Oh,
So
God,
it is you. Shut up, dude.
You're just repeating yourself, bro.
We know that. So you made the positive claim that because the usage of palak is divinely
No, you
used in
made the
Daniel 7,
positive claim. I was
shut up, dude.
No, I'm not going to shut up. You have to.
Are we not going to lecture the speak?
We remember you clearly saying.
Wait, hold on. Just
divine.
let him speak, man. Let him speak. Let's see if he says something new this time.
So since Batman is the one that claimed that the usage of palak must be divine, it is the burden of proof upon him to substantiate that the term must be used in a divine sense.
You're the one saying it's not divine.
You know, and
Exactly.
he
Burden
said
of
this,
proof
yeah,
is on
Responding
you.
to you.
yeah,
I was responding to
the way
you.
I substantiated
Yeah,
it.
and if this is an external critique, yeah, you have to prove this, not us.
What
You.
external critique? Shut up, dude.
Exactly.
Anyways, Batman, did you or did you not make the claim that palak is going to be context dependent and is going to be divinely used in Daniel 7?
I made the claim that it's context dependent because you said that in that chapter it's not. I remember
Did you
you
make the
saying
claim that it
clearly,
must be used
not
divinely? Yes
the
or
Son
no?
of Man. Are you going to keep running? Yes or no?
No. Answer the question.
No, bro.
Did you
No.
or not make the
Nobody
So
made
claim?
you
that
ran through
claim.
you ran through me
Just
several times. Hold on.
yo. One of you got a muzzle up.
Hold on.
One
Firstly,
of you.
what Wally came up and showed you what it means in Hebrew. You ran.
I
Just
didn't.
came up
This
and
literally helped me because it
explained
said serve
again.
was
You
Ezra
ran.
7:24. What are you talking about?
Lorenzo explained it. You ran. I explained it. You ran. So
What
can
are
you
you
show us
talking?
why in
Yo,
Daniel 7 he's not
yo,
divine,
Batman,
please?
Batman. You made
Or
the
just
positive
conceding?
claim. Let me know when I can speak, man.
Okay, let me put it like this. I'm not making that claim anymore. You said I want you to stick to your claim
Okay, I
that the
got
Son
you.
of Man isn't divine, and I want you to prove
Yeah,
how it's not divine.
because that son of man only comes after the division of Rome and defeats the Roman Empire. No one done it about Muhammad. That's all.
How's he not divine?
Yeah.
I asked how he's
That's
not
literally the
divine.
proof.
I asked how he's not divine.
Yeah, because that son of man must come after the division of Rome and defeats the Roman Empire. The only
Okay,
figure.
so how's he not divine?
Wait, stop talking. The
How does
only
that mean
figure.
he's not divine?
Stop talking, because the only figure to historically come after the division of Rome and defeat the Roman Empire
Why would
is a
we conclude it's a
non-divine figure.
mistake then? What if it's the Mahdi? What? How do you know? Why wouldn't you just put that down as a mistake?
Huh?
How does that stop him being divine?
Yeah, because we know historically that the figure that done this wasn't divine.
I also know historically Daniel doesn't teach Islam, so that doesn't help you. You're making
Can
an
you
internal
answer my
critique,
objection?
not an external one.
No, you're
It's an
literally bringing
internal
up a point
critique.
that's
It's an
irrelevant.
internal critique. It's an internal critique, not an
Yeah,
external one.
okay,
So
nice.
you said
Daniel
that's
7.
not proof. So you within the context itself, and we're discussing language here. How does the language show you?
Wait,
that
why
it's
can't I
not used in a
incorporate
divine
historicity in
sense?
this?
But you've already conceded that it is used for Yahweh.
It can no. I said it can be used for Yahweh. Doesn't mean that it's restricted to Yahweh.
That's
You
a
slow guy.
concession of the debate. Thank you.
No, it's not. That's literally my position. You absolute slow. You. That's literally my position. Now tell us. Tell us in the context of Daniel, why can't I incorporate historicity to prove my point?
Because it's an internal critique.
That doesn't answer why I can't use historicity. Are you slow?
It's an internal critique, but you're not sticking to historicity anyway.
I am. My
But
point
okay,
is
then.
historicity.
So when the Old Testament is not teaching Islam, do you accept those texts or not?
Yeah, when there's nothing
the aspects of the text that don't teach Islam.
there's nothing anti-Islamic in Daniel. Now, can you please tell us? Can you please tell us why is it I can't incorporate, because I appealed to Muhammad being the figure that comes.
Serious?
Stop talking. I appealed to the fact that the Son of Man, according to Daniel, comes after the division of Rome and defeats the Roman Empire. And you said that, I can't use historicity.
So why don't you put
Why
that
is
down
that?
as a mistake then? So you should put that down as an error.
No, why would it be an error?
Yes, you should. Yes, you should.
Why would it be an error?
Okay, so that's all right. So cool. Let's say I grant you that argument. Hold on. Let's say I grant you that argument. That's just a concession that the language doesn't show you that it's not divine then.
No, because
Yes,
there's
it
no
is.
reason for me to assume it's divine. Why'd I have to believe it's divine to begin with? Why'd I have to work
You
backwards?
just said palak is used for Yahweh, yes or no?
No, I said palak can be used for worship for Yahweh. It's not restricted to being Yahweh. So therefore, there's no reason to assume that the one used in Daniel is for Yahweh.
Okay, can you prove that?
Prove what? That palak is equivocal?
What you just said.
Yeah, Lorenzo literally considered that palak is equivocal. Yo, by the way, no one's hearing it. Everyone's barely hearing this, by the way. It's not banging. So just stop embarrassing yourself. Now, please tell us. Yeah, you have to bring it closer the second time. This is literally not banging. Anyway.
You heard it.
According to Daniel, which kingdom came after the division of Rome and defeated the Roman Empire? Can you tell us? Hello?
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the sky. Are you slow?
Yeah, bro, you're boring me. I can't lie. You've already conceded the debate by saying it's used for Yahweh. You couldn't substantiate how.
I literally didn't. Wait.
Different, so I don't know what you want.
Batman. I'll give you 100. I'll give you £500 if you show host. You can send this live, right? You can send this live. I don't think he's listening anyway. Wait. I will give you £500 if you show me anywhere.
I don't need your money.
Wait. Stop talking. Anywhere in this debate where I said that the use of palak is restricted to Yahweh.
Yeah,
I'll give you £500.
I don't
You
think.
made that point.
Sorry, I'm back. Sorry, but Muslim. So why did you? Okay, let's just restart. So why did you bring up Ezra 7:24?
To show that the word is equivocal.
Okay, so you showing the word is equivocal. What is that meant to prove?
It shows that Daniel 7 isn't restricted to Yahweh, and it can be used for other than Yahweh. Therefore, it doesn't negate it being Islam.
Okay, so
And you
if we
failed to
show,
prove that.
yeah, you did. But I mean, the second point would be if we show you that palak is used in a divine sense towards the Son of Man, are you going to concede?
Yeah, sure.
I think Wally already showed you that.
No, he brought up the meaning being given to him, which wouldn't contradict Islam.
Why are you stuttering so much? Relax.
No one's stuttering. I just told you that the meaning being given to Islam,
You just
or the meaning being given to
stuttered again.
Muhammad doesn't make
But
it divine.
But look, Wally, can you pull up your screen
Yeah,
again?
can you show it one more time? Just one more time.
Okay, so everyone heard you say they are going to concede if we can show that in Daniel chapter 7 verse 14, the word palak is used in reference to divine worship, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Wally, go ahead. This is being recorded, by the way. What does it say? Wally, read it. No, Wally, read it out loud. Let's say your voice.
It's not banging, you know. Wallah, it's not banging.
Pay reverence to a deity, the first usage, Daniel 3:28, Daniel 7:14, Daniel.
Perfect.
And what? Wait, keep reading. What can it also mean? Can it mean serve? Yes or no?
Wally, thank you. Wally,
go down. No. Wait. Go down. Can it mean serve? Yes or no?
Look, Wally, you've done your job. Wally, come back. It's fine. Come. So Muslim. Look, we showed you that in Daniel chapter 7, verse 14, the word palak is used in reference to divine worship. And you said that you was... One second, calm down. And you said... Hold on, let me finish. And you said that you was going to concede if we were able to show you that. Now, the contention is not if the word palak is equivocal. We agree with you. Batman, I, just not Bob. We all agree with you. But now, can you concede?
Nice. No, I'm not going to concede that the use of... Let me finish. Stop talking. I'm not going to concede that the term of falak being used in Daniel 7 is only being used for divine worship, right? I understand. Stop talking, Lorenzo. Mazwa. I understand that it can and it can be translated as the divine worship being given to Yahweh, no issue. However, the point being is that it's not going to be restricted to that. Meaning I can simply take the position that is referring to the Son of Man being served, and still wouldn't be problematic for me.
I'm so sorry that I have to say this, but you're really stupid because
I'm so sorry. Can you please attack my line of argumentation, please?
Yeah, look, I had to because no one here is arguing. Look, you're even going, okay, it's fine. But look, you saying that you're trying to show that the word palak is not only restricted to divine worship, that's fine. Unless she just told you, if you was listening, they would all agree. The word is going to be polysemantic, meaning it's going to use for different things with different meanings. But now, what was being contested just now is that you said that you was going... Let me finish.
I know the context. So what context in Daniel 7 tells you that is divine worship?
Calm down. Just let me finish.
Address. We know what you're going to say already. Address, please.
Look, just relax. Now, you're being dishonest now. You're being dishonest. Just let me finish. Relax. You're being disingenuous because Wally literally showed you that in Daniel chapter 7, verse 14, it's used for divine worship. So why are you still here trying to argue against it? Are you stupid?
No, because I understand that one way to interpret it would be divine worship, but there's no reason to assume that it's being restricted to divine worship. Unless you, Lorenzo, can show us anywhere in the context where this Son of Man must be divine and must be divinely worshipped.
You're just... Okay, this guy's just... You're Batman. This guy's just talking to talk at this point. I'm done.
Lorenzo, are you going to answer?
Yeah, for real. He's not going to... He's conceded by not addressing the point.
Are you going to answer?
He hasn't addressed the point. Just take it as a concession. But does Allah have sons, the Muslim?
So are you going to answer or not?
As you haven't answered, so does...
Is Muhammad's kingdom everlasting?
Yo,
like
these guys are actually... Yo, someone needs to muzzle them.
Yeah, it's a spiritual kingdom too.
Wallahi, someone needs to muzzle them up.
Yeah, but it says here that his kingdom shall not be destroyed. And you take this to be a literal kingdom, right?
Yes.
Can you show me Muhammad's kingdom?
Yeah. So it's going to be either... So we don't believe that the caliphate is simply going to be the sole representation of the fifth kingdom. It's going to be made of both a spiritual aspect and a physical aspect. And just because the physical... Stop talking.
Yeah, wait, what's the physical kingdom of Muhammad?
Stop talking.
That's the question.
Can you stop talking? And just because the physical aspect ceases to exist doesn't mean that the spiritual aspect stops
But it
existing
says here,
as part of the
yeah,
ummah,
but
the body of the ummah.
look,
Stop talking. Yo,
look,
these
it
guys are so
literally.
insane. Yo,
Okay, look, go
can you
ahead. You're
guys choose
scared.
one of you? Wait,
You're scared, so I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
before we move on, can you guys choose a single one of you that can actually discuss this, so we don't keep jumping on from person to person?
Look, discuss with me real quick. It says here that his kingdom shall not be destroyed. And you
Nice.
take this to be as something physical, right?
No, I don't believe that the kingdom is only physical. That's a straw man of my position.
Okay, cool. So it's not going to be physical?
Are you slow? I'm saying that it's not only physical, meaning
Okay,
that
then
just
what
because
is
the
what is the
physical aspect
dominion
sees.
given to him then? And what is the glory? Because I
Yeah,
would
so
take
that
that to be the
would be
spiritual.
that would be the kingdom, right?
Wait. But it says here, his dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his
Yes.
kingdom that shall not be destroyed. So it separates these two things.
Nice. And
But you're saying they both just refer to the same thing?
yes,
Then why is it separated?
the same way that in Daniel 7, when 24 to 30, when it refers to the little horn being the kingdom taken away from him and his dominion, yet you would say it's referring to the same thing. There's no reason to assume otherwise. Now, what's the issue in saying that the Islamic kingdom is both a spiritual kingdom and a physical kingdom? And just because the physical kingdom ceases to exist doesn't negate the spiritual kingdom being existing as well. There's no issue
Okay,
with
so the kingdom was destroyed in a sense, right?
that. No. If by destroyed you mean that the kingdom ceases,
Physical aspect of the kingdom has ceased.
yeah, the caliphate would have ceased, yeah.
Okay, can you indicate anywhere within the scripture that says like the kingdom, the physical kingdom will like cease to exist? Because from what it denotes right here, it says here that it shall not be destroyed.
Yeah, and then wait, how does Daniel saying that the kingdom won't be destroyed contradict my position? Because I don't believe that the kingdom is destroyed. So what?
No, wait, you do believe the kingdom was destroyed?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
To be
do.
destroyed,
You
to be
just
destroyed.
admitted it.
But the earth will die.
For
So
the
it has to be
kingdom, wait,
destroyed
stop
if it's
talking.
physical.
For the kingdom to be destroyed, both aspects of the
So is
kingdom.
there a new earth in Islam?
Stop talking. Both aspects of the kingdom must be removed.
Just answer.
Stop talking. And since the kingdom still exists, even though the caliphate doesn't exist, I can still say that the kingdom wasn't destroyed. Simple. So now where do we go from here? Lorenzo, now you have to answer my
So
question.
the kingdom was destroyed in a sense.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't destroyed. If by destroyed you mean
the
that the
physical
aspect.
the physical aspect of the kingdom is destroyed.
Yeah, so if by destroyed you mean that the kingdom ceases to exist, we say no, the kingdom's still here. If by destroyed you mean that a partial destruction of the kingdom, there's no issue in saying that.
Right. So when it says here, and to him was given dominion and glory and
Yeah.
kingdom, right?
Mhm.
You're saying it's referring to just the same thing.
Yeah, to the dominion being given to the Son of Man, dominion being given to Muhammad, right? Lorenzo, are you gonna answer my questions or no? On mute. Which kingdom, according to you, came after the division of Rome and defeated the Roman Empire? Who was that?
Talk slowly, calm down, talk slower. I didn't hear what you said.
Which kingdom came after the division of Rome and defeated the Roman Empire?
I just think that's tangential to the point that I made
Can you
earlier.
answer? Can you answer the question, Lorenzo?
No.
He's not gonna answer the question. Nice.
Yeah, wait. So why is it a conjunction of three things here then, if it's only referring to one thing?
No, I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah, because it says here, and to him was given glory and the kingdom and dominion. That's a conjunction.
Sure. So for example, when it talks about the little horn and how the kingdom will be taken away from him and his dominion, do you think this would be like referring to different things? What do you mean? What different things would it be?
They would be really. Yeah, so it's referring to dominion, right? And it's going to be referring to glory, and it's going to be referring to the kingdom.
So what's
the
your
kingdom?
What's your account of all three?
I'll say the dominion is going to be like spiritual, right? Whereas the glory is just going to be like acknowledgement, right? And the kingdom is going to be like literal.
Okay. So no issue. So acknowledgement, spiritual and physical and literal.
Acknowledgement, spiritual, literal, and physical.
No, you're saying that when it says kingdom,
Yeah,
that's
like
literal.
acknowledgement of his position and authority which God has given him. That's the glory, right? The dominion is going to be the people that worship him, which is his dominion, or the people that he has authority over, that's his dominion,
Okay.
right? And then the kingdom is going to be an actual government, like a
Okay.
literal government.
Nice. So how does that contradict my position? Because
Okay,
I
wait, because you're saying this conjunction is just only referring to one thing, right? But these are
no. First
three
of all,
different
I don't have to
sentences here.
grant you that kingdom is going to be a literal government, right? I can simply kingdom is simply going to be the collection
Okay,
of the
wait,
body
then
of
why should I be inclined to even accept this?
Why should you be what?
Why should I be inclined to accept this?
Accept what
Wait,
exactly?
interestingly, so
Yeah,
does Muhammad
to
run your kingdom from the grave?
We serve Muhammad, peace and
Wait,
blessings
the
upon
Muslim,
him,
does
through
Muhammad run
following
your
his
kingdom from the
teachings.
grave? From the
Yes.
grave?
Yes.
From the grave?
We serve Muhammad, peace
So
and
he's your God?
yes. What?
So then he's a God in Islam
Are
then?
you slow in the head?
No, but it says he has dominion in an everlasting
Yes,
sense. So he's going to establish this
we
dominion and
follow
make it
him through
everlasting.
his
How
teachings
can it be everlasting
and
if
his
he's dead?
commands.
No, but his dominion is everlasting.
Yes.
That means he's going to lead it. He's going to lead it in an everlasting manner.
Yeah, and just because he's not
Himself.
just because he's not physically
So this is
present,
clearly a
just
divine
because
being who's being
just
worshipped,
because he's not physically
which you
present.
failed to prove.
Are you there?
Where'd you get that from in Daniel?
Yeah, there's no issue saying that the dominion is we give dominion, right? We serve Muhammad, peace and blessings upon him, even though he's not alive. There's no issue with that.
So is he God? How can you serve someone who's not here?
That's a non sequitur. Can you give an argument for that?
He's not here. It says to him was given dominion and glory and a kingdom that
No,
all
give us
peoples,
the
nations,
argument.
and
No,
languages should
give us the
serve.
argument that we can't
yeah,
serve
but
Muhammad.
to him it's all
Stop
just
running.
referring to the
Just
same thing.
stop talking now, because it's you guys that
The Muslims, stop running.
if you want to do a 1v1, I'll have no issue, right? But if Batman jumps in,
Stop
I have to
running.
bake him,
Stop
unfortunately.
running.
Now, Batman, no one's running.
His
I'm answering.
dominion is an everlasting dominion.
Give us
which
the
shall
arguments.
not pass away.
Give us the
His
argument.
dominion is an everlasting
Can you stop
dominion that shall not
talking?
pass
Can
away.
you
The
stop talking?
argument is in the.
Can you stop talking?
What? I'm giving you
Wait,
the
Batman,
arguments. Why?
he
No, I
he
haven't
still
finished.
hasn't explained like why we should be inclined to accept this.
Just wait. Stop talking.
Exactly.
Batman, what's the argument that because Muhammad...
I'm giving it to you. But
Let me finish the question.
You know it's cooking.
What's my question?
It's cooking.
What's my question?
I was the one speaking, so what are you talking about?
Just stay quiet. Let me ask the question. What's the argument?
You were asking a question. I was speaking.
No, because you're the one
Right, so
making the
I'm
argument.
saying,
I'm questioning your line of reasoning.
Are you listening?
Let me finish speaking,
carry
please,
on
Batman.
just because you're scared.
Just let me finish speaking.
You're
What's
clearly
the
scared.
argument? Let me get a word out. What's the argument that because Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is not alive today, that this must mean that we can't serve him, or we can't follow his teachings and his commands, and he can't be a judge amongst the believers? What's going to be the argument for that?
It's not consistent with the wording of the Son of Man in Daniel 7. That what you just said.
So,
Also,
can you
straw
answer the
man.
question?
Look, you're just
That's a straw
gaslighting,
man.
right? This is just
No
a
one-
straw man of what Batman said. No, what
Can you answer
Batman
the
said
question?
is Muhammad ruling over a literal kingdom, a literal government on earth from the grave. That's what he asked you.
Muhammad is ruling over a
And you're
spiritual
talking
kingdom and
about
a
your
literal
it's
kingdom.
spiritual. Like, no, that's not what he asked you.
What?
Do you realize that's not what he asked you?
So now, yeah, we can say that Muhammad is ruling over both the spiritual kingdom and the physical kingdom. And just because the physical kingdom ceases to exist, it doesn't negate that the spiritual kingdom still exists. And it's still consistent with Daniel.
So do you believe he's alive?
You hold to the
Do you
position that
believe Muhammad is conscious?
Say
Hold on,
again?
is Muhammad conscious? You
Yeah,
believe
look,
Muhammad's
this
conscious?
is something that you do have to concede, though, right? The kingdom is destroyed in a sense.
No, if by destroyed you mean that it's... Yeah, let me clarify. If by destroyed you mean that it ceases to exist in its aspects, we say no, the kingdom is not destroyed.
So we agree that the kingdom is destroyed in a sense, right? It's physically
No,
destroyed.
I disagree.
Yeah, yes,
because
it is.
I don't know what picks out destroyed for you.
Aren't there two aspects of this kingdom, a spiritual and a physical? Is the physical destroyed?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So in the sense of the physical kingdom, the kingdom is destroyed.
No. If by destroyed,
bro, are you dumb?
wait, define destroyed. Define destroyed.
And that's not consistent with Daniel.
cease to exist.
He just contradicted
That's
himself.
not
He just
consistent.
Okay,
said
amazing.
that the
Wait,
kingdom.
Lorenzo, muzzle up, dude.
Yeah,
Muzzle up.
hold
Stop
on.
jumping every time you feel like
Look,
jumping
see,
in. It's a
look,
discussion.
he doesn't want to actually argue about like the whole crux
My
of this, right?
guy,
Why
Yeah,
should
I
I
want to
be
do one for
inclined?
one.
Look, as a Christian, why should I accept this?
I wasn't finished, by the way. So
so
Lorenzo, stay quiet. Let me
you
engage
just
with Just.
hold on. You just
Stay
contradicted
quiet.
yourself.
Stay quiet. Stay quiet. No one
You
wants
just
to hear you speak.
conceded to the fact that there's two
Can you
aspects
stay
of the
quiet?
kingdom,
Can you stay quiet?
and then he asked you,
Thank
okay,
you.
is
Can
the
you stay
physical
quiet?
kingdom
Can you stay
destroyed?
quiet, dude? Can you shut up?
And then you said yes. And
No
then when
one
he
wants
asked
to
you,
hear you
okay, so
speak.
in a
I want to
sense,
engage
you
with
can
Just.
say that the kingdom
Can
is
you stay
destroyed
quiet, Lorenzo?
in the physical sense. He
Can you
said,
stay quiet,
This
Lorenzo,
excuse
please?
also needs to
so
be
he just clearly
rectified.
contradicted himself. Just not
Thank
what
you.
did you
Are you
catch
done?
that?
Are you done?
Yeah, no, I caught
Are
it.
you done?
And
Are
this
you
He
done?
literally
This
contradicted
dude
Are you
is
himself.
done?
ridiculous.
Are you done?
He literally
Are
contradicted
you done?
himself in the span of
Are you done now?
2 seconds.
Yo, this is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous.
The only
Now, Just,
ridiculous thing in this
And
place
can
you
you
need
shut
to
up?
also
Can you
substantiate
muzzle
from the
up, Lorenzo,
Islamic
please?
paradigm. No,
Anyways,
you need to substantiate
no.
your
You need
excuse
to
from the
stay
Islamic
quiet.
paradigm
You need to
too.
stay
wait.
quiet. Let me engage with
So
Just.
where does it actually
Can you
say?
shut up,
Where does
dude?
it say Daniel's a
Can you
Okay,
prophet?
wait.
shush?
He
Why are you
said
so
he wants
scared?
to
Why
engage
are you
with what I
scared?
Because
asked him, right?
because
Hey, hey,
every
And
time
which
I
is,
engage,
as a Christian,
one
why
second,
should
one
I
second.
be
Every time,
inclined to accept
okay,
this?
Just let me answer you.
hey,
Let me
Batman,
answer
Answer
you.
that's fine.
that
Let that
question.
Batman,
Lorenzo, stay
let
quiet.
them engage his
Stay
points out.
quiet.
Hold on, let me just say one
Stay
quick
quiet,
thing.
dude.
Just not,
Stop
but
jumping in. Stop
Oh
jumping in
yeah,
make
when it's
sure
me
Lorenzo
speaking.
can
just
engage.
not, yeah,
Don't
just
do
make
No,
sure
no,
you.
but he can't speak over me, and he
Nah,
spoke over me.
I'm not. Just let me finish real quick. Just
No,
calm down.
I'm not gonna let you finish. Sorry, Lorenzo. No.
Why you being?
You
Why you
speak
being a
slowly.
coward?
You speak slowly, you're insufferable, and I wasn't finished, so you're gonna let me finish.
Okay, just not, but make sure
Just
as
stay
you
quiet.
carry
Just stay
on
quiet.
talking to
Just
him,
stay quiet. Just stay
you
quiet.
bring up the
Just stay quiet.
contradiction.
Just stay quiet.
Make sure you
Just stay
bring that
quiet.
up.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you guys can
Thank you
carry
so.
on.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Thank you. Now, just said that was the kingdom destroyed in a sense, and then I asked him specifically, okay, give your account of what it means to be destroyed, and you said that it ceases to exist. Okay, if that's your definition of destroyed, then we negate it. We're not gonna say that the kingdom of God ceased to exist, because there's aspects of the kingdom that still exist today, and we also believe that the physical aspect will be restored with the coming of the Messiah. Now what?
Why is it the second time he came and not the first time?
Okay, look, you said you were actually going to engage with what I asked you, right?
And I did.
Which is, as a Christian, why should I accept this?
Yeah, because that kingdom only comes after the division of Rome, and so it can't be Christ.
Yeah, why should I be inclined to accept this is Islam and this is Muhammad?
Yeah, because that's historically that's the only kingdom that fulfills the prophecy.
Wait, what do you mean that's the only one?
The prophecy doesn't say anything about destruction of Rome.
Are you slow? Read.
Especially
Can
in
someone
military
please read
sense.
Daniel 2:44 for this
Yeah.
absolute
So
buffoon?
what gives you the impression that it's in a
No.
military sense?
You said wait, just real quick. You said nowhere in
Islam
Daniel.
didn't defeat Rome. Islam didn't defeat Rome. What are you talking about?
Wait. You said nowhere in Daniel is the Roman Empire
Yeah,
defeated by
hold on, no,
defeated
shut up, because you're trying to make a straw man. This is all he's doing. He's just trying to make a straw man.
Okay, clarify your question.
Shut up, because if you talk too
Look
much.
at him, you absolute joke, you buffoon.
One in a military
Yeah, wait,
sense.
look, engage
Yeah,
with what I'm saying, right?
No, just you stay quiet now. You had your time.
Wait, you've literally not engaged.
I'm sorry.
Right?
I'm sorry. Batman wanted to jump in. He wanted to jump in. Not my issue.
That Rome has to be destroyed. Islam didn't destroy Rome. First of all, it doesn't actually say that. It doesn't actually say anything he's saying. He's making a straw man.
Big screen time.
Doesn't say anything he's saying.
Wait. Just to confirm, you said that Islam didn't destroy the Roman Empire, right?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Batman. Thank you so much. Bear with me.
And in the time of Muhammad, by the way.
Nah. Nice try.
No, what do you mean nice try? Don't try and run. I said,
yeah, wait, so can you exemplify how
just shut up.
Can you exemplify how your religion destroyed a physical kingdom?
Shut up.
Exactly.
I'd also be inclined to hear that too.
Stay quiet, dude. Stay quiet.
Don't run. So in the time of
no one's
Muhammad,
run. No. I'm gonna address your points head on.
Okay, wait. He said he's gonna address them head on. I'm
He
interested.
hasn't addressed anything.
Here we go.
He
said Islam didn't defeat the Roman Empire. No issue.
Yeah, how did the religion of Islam destroy the Roman Empire?
Stay quiet.
I'm not making that point.
Can you stay quiet?
That's not my point, though. So what are you doing?
Wait. Batman, did you or did you not say that Islam didn't defeat the Roman Empire?
That's not my point.
Wait, did you say that yes or no?
I misspoke, but that's not my point.
Guys, he misspoke.
My point is specifically...
Nice. I'm still going to get big screen. And I'm still going to embarrass you on this point that you made. Because you decided to make this absolute upset point that Muslims didn't defeat the Roman Empire.
He just said that's not his point, though.
Now, okay, so you can see that you started that? You made a blunder there?
Yeah, I'm asking, are you going to let me clarify the point?
Nice. You absolute joke. You absolute joke. Go, keep speaking.
In Muhammad's time, did he defeat Rome? Yes or no?
It doesn't have to be in the Muhammad's time.
Why not?
Because, I'll tell you why. Because according to Daniel, the timeline being given is...
Why
Can I
not?
finish? Can I finish speaking? Can you shut up?
Why not? It has to be.
Can you shut
Muhammad's
up?
time. Yes, it has to.
Can you
But
shut up?
You literally said, the reason you said it's not Christianity...
You've got to learn to muzzle up.
The reason you said it's
You've
not
got
Christianity
to learn to
has
muzzle
to
up.
come during the
Someone
destruction
has
of
to
Rome.
muzzle you up. Someone has
You
to
said
muzzle
it
you up,
has to
literally.
come during the destruction of Rome. That was your point. So prove that
No.
Muhammad
Oh my
destroyed
God, you
Rome.
lied again. You lied again. Okay.
Everyone heard you say that.
£500.
Everyone heard you say that.
£500. Wait.
Hold on,
£500.
we're all recording, by the way.
£500. If you can show me anywhere where
I'm
it says
gonna
that the
clip all of
kingdom
this.
must come
No
during the
problem.
destruction. You absolute buffoon.
Hold on,
You
no
absolute
problem.
joke.
This is
Who
clipped.
taught you
This is
how to debate?
This is clipped.
Tell me their name. I'll go speak to them. I'll go discuss with them.
This is clipped.
Because
bro.
you're lying.
This is all clipped.
Okay, if you show me, okay, after this,
So tell me why it's not
after
Jesus
this,
and
wait,
why
one
it's not
second,
Muhammad.
wait,
Tell me why
one
it can't
second,
be
wait,
Christianity.
one second. After this, Philip,
No, tell me
please,
why it can't be Christianity.
stop talking. Please, Philip, after this, please send me the live recording.
I will send it to you.
So I can expose this buffoon
I
for
will
lying
send
on
it
my
to you.
name.
Trust me, we're
Because
recording.
not once did I ever say that the kingdom must come during the destruction, you absolute liar.
So when does it
Now,
have to be?
since that's done,
When does it have to be?
since that's done,
Why are you running from the question? When does it have to be?
okay, amazing. Now let me answer.
Yeah,
According to Daniel, the fulfillment or the establishment of the kingdom must be after the division of Rome. And the destruction... Wait, stop talking. Stop talking.
You said
Stop talking, man. You keep blundering. You stop talking. Thank you. And it must be... and the destruction of the Roman Empire must be before 1453. So these are two separate events. So to say that the establishment
You never
and the
said that the
destruction...
first time. You
Stop
never said
talking, yo.
clipped, bro. You're clipped.
This guy needs to muzzle up.
Batman.
This guy
Look,
needs to
he's
muzzle
about
up
to
and see.
explain how Islam, the religion, was established after that, and
Stop
how
talking.
the
Yeah.
physical kingdom was established.
Wait.
after that,
I'm engaging with
because
Batman.
it didn't
Batman.
exist beforehand.
Stop
right?
talking. Stop. Yeah. Just
So
with all
go ahead and
respect.
go ahead and
With
show
all
them.
respect, everyone just jumps in when it's convenient. So I'm gonna finish with Batman. Finish him off, and then I'm gonna get back to you. So now, Batman, you said that the kingdom. Show me what in Daniel is supposed Islamic position. Correct?
That's not my point.
Okay. So you said that the kingdom must come and the destruction must be in the same event.
No, that's what you said.
No,
You said that's the reason
that's
it's
not
not
my
Christianity.
point. I'm saying that the
clarify why it's not
establishment of the
Christianity.
kingdom and
The
the
answer
destruction of the
directly.
fourth
Why are you
kingdom.
running so much?
No one's running. You just
So
throw my opposition.
why is it Islam and not Christianity?
Okay,
why is
I'll tell you.
Christianity not
Because
Christianity?
Christianity, would you agree that Christianity was established before the division of Rome?
Yes.
Okay, then you said that the kingdom is established only after the division of Rome.
It doesn't say that.
Okay, nice. Let's read it. What a joke. Here we go. Daniel 2. Can you open up Daniel 2:39 to 44, Wally? You can put it, actually, I'll put it on the big screen. Alright, sure. Here we go. Can I have big screen, please? Give me a second. Okay. Daniel 2, verse number 39 to 44. Right? I'll read from 41, right? Just as you saw that the feet and toes were partly of baked clay and partly of iron, so this will be a divided kingdom. Who's it talking about here, Batman?
What? Say that again.
Just as you saw that the feet and toes were partly baked clay and partly of iron, so this will be a divided kingdom. Who is this
Where
talking
does it
about?
say divided kingdom? Where did you get that from what you just said?
So this will be a divided kingdom. Are you slow in the
I can't
head?
see your screen. What verse you want?
Oh my God. Just as you saw that the feet...
Your screen
Stop talking.
is fuzzy. So what, to say the verse?
Yeah, 41. Just as you saw that the feet and toes were partly of baked clay and partly of iron, so this will be a divided kingdom.
Okay, so where does it say it has to be after a divided kingdom?
Exactly.
Where is it saying
Exactly. Now, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You just conceded. You
Can I
idiot.
finish? Can I finish
Where
speaking?
does it say
You asked me a
after?
question.
You idiot.
You asked me a question. Stop talking.
Muppet.
Can you stop talking? He
Yeah, carry
said,
on.
stop talking, that Batman. He said, where does it say that the kingdom must come after the division? No issue. Because Daniel describes a sequence of events of one kingdom coming after the other, and then mentions how the fourth kingdom goes from being undivided to then being divided.
Yeah, he keeps pulling back and not showing it.
Stop talking. You're yapping. Stop talking. And then after he mentions the division of
Where are you getting all of this from?
can you stop talking?
Wait, hold on. Where are you getting all of this from,
Okay,
though?
wait,
Getting
Batman.
what from?
This is exactly what he wants. Just let him
Just stay
let him
quiet.
repeat himself and then
Stay
engage with him.
quiet. Stay quiet. Just I'm engaging with Batman right now. Batman, I can take because I have to pray Asr now, so I can take one more question from you and then I have to
You
go.
running? This guy's running. Because
My
you
guy,
know that
I
the
have
word doesn't
I
say
This
that.
guy's running, man.
wait, look, listen.
Wait, hold on.
Batman, I said I
He's
will
running.
let you.
Please
Wait,
mute him
one
so I
second,
can
Batman.
respond to him.
I said I will let
Please,
you
let me
ask
stop,
one
Lord.
more
Mute him so I can
question
respond.
and then I have to go pray.
Mute him so I can respond.
Muslim
Mute him so I
apologist.
can
Can I
respond.
ask a question? Can I ask a question,
I'm
Muslim
asking
apologist?
because he just tried to jump
And
from
my friend, what do you want?
Muslim
He's showing a
apologist. Can I
vague
ask a
verse
question?
about division. One second. He's showing a vague verse about division. I specifically asked, where does it say it has to come after this division? And then he moves away from the screen and then starts saying that the text doesn't even say. And now he suddenly has to pray.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna okay,
Now
Batman.
he has to pray.
No, wait, because I've been for
You
quite a
can't
while.
be making
I
this
will
up.
answer you. No issue. I'll answer you. I'll answer this
I'll
question.
answer you. Show us the text, bro.
Yeah, no issue. Daniel 7.
Here's the way, guys.
Can you
You
stop
see how
talking
they do
now?
that?
Can you stop talking now? Batman, you asked me a question, correct? Can I answer it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Batman asked me the question of where do I get in Daniel that the kingdom of God. Stop talking, dude. Everyone's here to learn, right? Other people here to learn. They're listening, right?
These
He's asking.
NPCs are in the chat saying, "Oh, prayer is running." You guys are coping so hard.
My guy,
He is running.
I literally told you that I will answer your question and then I will leave.
Okay,
I didn't just say I will leave out the blank.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Daniel 2, verse number 41 mentions that an essential property of the kingdom is that it must be a divided kingdom. And
It doesn't
verse
say
number
that.
40. Stop talking, Batman.
It doesn't say that. It
Stop
just
talking.
doesn't say that, bro.
Stop talking. You have to stop talking. Thank you. And then in verse number 44, it then mentions that in the time of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed. So Daniel says that the kingdom, or when the kingdom was established, is during the time of those kings, when there's baked clay, when the kingdom is partly baked clay and partly baked iron, aka when it's divided.
It doesn't say that.
Can I ask a question, Muslim apologist, on the point that you've just made right
Young,
now?
wait, Habibi, wait, because I have to go after this. So let Bama make his rebuttal and then I'll go.
My point,
I
let
have a
Young
question
speak.
for you
Everyone
from
can
the
read
point
it.
No,
you
because I
just
can't
made.
answer it. I said I will answer yours last. So there's no point of him asking because I won't be able to answer it anyway. I have to go.
You're running.
No, my guy, I literally said I will answer your question and then go. So why are you bringing up more people to ask more questions when I have to go?
Because you've just made a point, and that point
Okay,
needs
keep
to
it for
be
yourself.
rebutted.
Keep it for yourself. I'll be able to join later. Keep it, save it. Batman, make
Why
a
do you
rebuttal,
say?
please.
No, Young wants to do the rebuttal. My rebuttal. I don't need to rebuttal this. The text isn't saying what you're saying.
Okay, so you
Muslim
have my
apologists,
rebuttal.
do you
Gotcha.
agree
Nice,
that
thank you.
one of the
rebuttal to
essential
Young.
properties of the fifth kingdom, it has to put an end to the previous kingdoms?
Yeah, so according to Daniel,
So, how does it fit in the Islamic narrative?
yeah, I got you. Because according to Daniel, the arise of the kingdoms, Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, and the Roman Empire is going to be sequential, meaning that they're going to be one after the other.
So
Meaning,
the Messiah. So the kingdom of the
Batman, stop
Messiah.
talking. With all due
This is a
respect,
joke.
my
This is a
guy,
joke.
stop talking, please. You've embarrassed yourself enough today.
This is a joke.
Anyways, I'll answer Young Mills last, and then I'm out because I have to go pray. Now,
I really have much argument from the point in
okay, just let me answer your question, dude.
Yeah, but
I
you
have to
can
go.
answer this
Just let me
first
answer the
one.
question. Just let me answer the
Answer
question.
it. Go ahead.
Thank you. According to Daniel, the arise
Just
of
one
the
second. Just
the
one
arise.
second.
Oh
You
my
skipped-
God, Batman!
Yeah, hold
you're
on.
so insufferable.
Hold on. Just one second.
No,
second.
you wait
skipped
one second.
Verse 43.
No. You wait 1
You
second.
skipped verse 43 for a reason.
No, I didn't. It's just that they're going to be a mixture, right? They're not united. That's the whole point.
No, it's verse 42. Sorry, it says it'll be partly strong and
Okay,
partly
wait.
British.
Yes,
Yo,
and the Western and the Eastern will
the
partly
Muslim
strong.
apologist. Before you leave,
No,
let me ask you one question.
we're not
Nobody else,
We're not doing
nobody
this.
else
No,
will
we're not
interrupt
doing
you.
this.
Just answer
No,
one of
stop
my
talking.
questions.
Just with all respect, I would
Okay,
love
so
to
you're
keep.
gonna run away from me?
No, I would love to keep engaging with
Your
you.
mums are actually
But I
cheating.
made it, Batman, stop talking as well. I made it extremely clear that I was going to engage with Batman lastly, and then I'm going to go. And then Young jumped in and asked a question, which again, no issue. I'll answer it, but I
Right.
must
So
go
it's.
after it.
I
Stop
think it's
talking.
only gonna be fair if you also
Stop
engage
talking.
with
No,
my
it's
question
not. It's
also.
only going to be fair if you shut up and you let me finish with Mills.
He has to go.
Now, Young, Wally, wait, you wait as well. Young, you asked me a question.
I'm saying you can go.
Just wait, dude. Just wait. Please wait. Young Mills, and this is the last statement I'll make. Young Mills said, "Oh, how is it Islam when Daniel says that the fifth kingdom defeats all the other kingdoms?" I'll tell you, because your reading of how the kingdom of God defeats the previous kingdoms is going to be incorrect. Why? Because there's not a single time in history where Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, and the Roman Empire all existed simultaneously. It doesn't exist historically, which means that when we read Daniel, we read it how he quotes the kingdoms, of how there will be subsequent kingdoms that come one after the other. And when it mentions that the kingdom defeats the other kingdoms, doesn't mean that he literally finishes off Babylon when Babylon doesn't exist anymore.
Now
Right?
my question come.
Now I'm gonna go pray.
Does
You can
Islam
answer. You can speak to yourself.
Yeah, just go pray, man. Just go pray. Obviously, you don't want to engage. You're scared of
can I
questions
Yeah, he's
that
terrified.
actually analyze your
Exactly.
position. So, I mean, yeah, just go and pray, man.
And
okay guys,
So, I mean,
like I had a
his point
point.
is, wait. His point is that the Roman Empire was destroyed by Islam, right? Now, he
Yeah,
said that this kingdom is only established after the fall of the fifth kingdom or the fourth kingdom, whichever
yeah.
one. But
Which
I
we
mean,
all
if
had to
that's going
say.
to be true, like it's either the case Islam and the physical literal kingdom was already pre-established before the destruction of Rome, or it was established after the destruction of Rome, right?